Hey everyone, welcome to another Anime Kingdom discussion and review. This one is on episode 2 of Fate's Day Night Unlimited Blade Works Season 2. And I gotta admit, this episode, it may have not been the huge action kind of episode that I've grown to love from last season, but it was definitely pretty dang interesting considering I did watch, like I said before, the Unlimited Blade Works movie, and this was not in that movie because it's a movie, so it's a lot shorter and condensed. So I got to learn some pretty interesting stuff. Like the first half of this whole episode is about Castor and her original master, which is pretty dang interesting because I always thought I knew she was got found by Soichiro, but I never knew that it was after losing her, or after getting rid of her master. And it turns out the master was like this super rich guy kind of thing, and he sacrificed he was like sacrificing kids and shit for his to make a crystal, and he tried to get rid of Castor, but of course she used Rule Breaker. He used the command seal to say that she can't use Rule Breaker against him, but she used it against herself, cutting off the ties from him, and being able to pretty much she ends up killing him and destroying the whole place. And then at that point, Lancer even comes and she has to run away. And this is where it kind of ties in the fact that she's pretty much dying, obviously, because she got rid of her master, and she doesn't have mana to be fueled for this world. And that's when Soichiro finds her and ends up taking her in and becoming her master, which is pretty dang crazy. Like that he, for one thing, believed everything she said at first, and that he'll give her that he's willing to, I guess, trust her. And that's obviously what she, no one ever trusts her, it seems. That's kind of her thing. And it was pretty interesting how fast he trusted her. So if I was her, I'd be like kind of surprised too, to be honest. But overall, it was pretty good. That whole half of the episode, learning more about Castor, because kind of you don't really know much about what happened to her before. We know who she is now, but I didn't really even know that she had another master before. I always thought it was just Soichiro from the beginning. So that was pretty interesting to learn. Of course, the other half was pretty much Shido and Rin are trying to figure out like what to do. So to combat against Castor, Soichiro, and Archer, they have to team up with someone else. And since they don't know Lancer's master, and obviously Assassin's also with them, I forgot to mention. Obviously, it leaves pretty much like only one person, and that is Ilya's Veil, and Bazaka. So it's kind of iffy, like, man, to trust Berserker's man. Berserker, he's just crazy. But they end up going to the mansion where she lives, and it was a little stupid parts with, she's got a bunch of traps everywhere, and she makes Shido go test it out first, knowing she knew about it. And it was just funny when she went, it was just like, poof, and she flew off, and she was getting all pissed off, and Ilya's just so, like, she's just laughing at, back at home. And pretty much she decides that she does want to hear from them. She does want to talk to them. But it's mostly because Shido. Obviously because, Shido's father, Kiritsu, is also Ilya's father. So that's why she wants to talk to him. But before they can get there, she sends her, I guess, her maids kind of thing. They're fighters, obviously. They're homunculus. She sends them out to find Shido them, but someone else arrives at the mansion first. And yep, that's where we get to see Shinji and, of course, Archer, or as you will know, he was Archer in what's it called before, back when he was in Fate Zero, but of course he is in here, Gilgamesh, obviously. And he's there. He just kills both of the homunculus like nothing. Of course, we all know, if you watched Fate Zero, which I'm pretty sure you did, considering if you would watch this. I mean, you don't necessarily have to, but a lot of the stuff in there will help you learn, like, know what's going on in this. And Gilgamesh is a badass. That's all I gotta say. Takes him out pretty dang easily. Ilya comes a little too late with Berserker, but that is the end of the episode with Ilya, Berserker about to fight Gilgamesh, and I honestly cannot wait for that because that's gonna be pretty dang explosive. I'm pretty sure the next episode is the episode that I've been waiting for, the huge action impact episode. You know, like I can't wait to see Berserker versus Gilgamesh and see who will win. You did find out in this episode that, of course, he is Hercules. So let's see who will win, Hercules or Gilgamesh. I honestly cannot wait for the next episode. Like, seriously, cannot wait for it because I've been waiting for like the one big thing. Like, I love the story of Fate and everything, and I love the visuals, and all that kind of stuff. But the big thing that drawed me in, like, of the first season was the first 2 episodes, and it was because they had huge fights, like crazy, awesome, just crazy fights, and that's why I cannot wait to see Gilgamesh versus Berserker. Come on, you guys can't wait too, I bet. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom discussion review. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And seriously, guys, can't wait for the next one. See ya.